BCN's Jeannette Rocher joins me now in studio to talk more about this. Jeannette, you reported on this a couple of years ago, but have been looking more into this issue this past week when more flooding was reported by the union. What have you been able to find out?
Yeah, well, Hal, as you just mentioned, Bridge City News first heard about an air quality test back in October of 2020 that showed high levels of mold had been detected in the Melcor Centre due to repeated incidents of flooding. Air quality tests showed one type of mold was found to be at 3 times the normal level. And while this level was below what is considered hazardous by Occupational Health and Safety, the union was concerned at the time that long-term exposure could put their members at risk.
We've had dozens of members that have told us that they're experiencing health and respiratory issues, including recurring coughs and colds and headaches, migraines. And again, these are all symptoms of mold.
Now, fast forward 18 months, and the union says more floods have occurred, at least 4 this year, and 2 of them this week. We do know that there is an OH&S investigation currently taking place, but according to Melcor Developments, up until this week, they'd only heard about 1 other flood, and that they were both caused by the tenant themselves after installing an air eliminator.
We do know that there was 1 previous flood and that it was an identical issue. It was an air eliminator that the tenant had installed that basically caused the leak. The pipes are not the problem. It's tenant installed equipment that we're either not aware of or not able to access. And we have received no other similar complaints from any other tenant in the building.
Now, we reached back out to the union about this, and they find it hard to believe that Melcor didn't know anything about it.
Melcor is saying they don't know anything about this, but we've had 4 floods in the last 4 months, and part of the GOA process, the Government of Alberta process, is to make sure that if there's anything like that that happens, that the landlord, essentially, so Melcor, whether it's through Braymore or not, is notified. Because they're the ones that need to come in and do their remediation, make sure that everything is good. And so for Melcor to only talk about this recent situation on Sunday, and then basically blame the Government of Alberta for making the infrastructure collapse, it's very concerning.
We'll bring you more information as it becomes available. Hal?
Thanks so much, Jeannette.